Hello, guys. Welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Today, we are going to be going over my favorite shows, really popular talk shows, and we're going to be ranking them. Really quick 5-minute episode here. Let's get going. Number one, we are going to have the CBS Sports Radio. Where are we going to put these guys? They bring up some really interesting takes. They have some interesting discussions. I love when they do like their drafts where who would you take, and they redo their drafts, or they draft which games are going to be the best in the year. They do really interesting stuff I don't see anywhere else, but their personalities are pretty average, and they deserve an average ranking. I'll watch them, but I like other shows better. Then we have the Dan Labart Show, or now known as, what are they known as? Pardon the interruption, right? Pardon the interruption. These guys, don't like watching them. I'd maybe listen to this in the background if they had a really interesting segment, but they usually don't, and that's why they're in this category. We'll wait for Skip and Shannon. They're way too entertaining to talk about till later. Okay, now we have Good Morning Football. Good Morning Football, great, great, great football show. However, they don't talk about um, any other sports. And although I love football, it's my favorite sport to watch, I do like a little bit of NBA talk, MLB talk, and obviously they're a football show, which I can't hurt them too much, but that doesn't help them get into the S tier. They are a great sports show. They have interesting topics, great debates with it still being lighthearted and fun. And I'd listen to them over most shows, but they don't have baseball, they don't have basketball, so I have them in the great show category. Next, we have First Take, arguably the most watched sports talk show on air. You have Stephen A. Smith, you have Max Kellerman, great, great, great entertaining crew. However, Stephen A. Smith sometimes does bring a lot of energy and sometimes is a little lackluster with his energy. And when Stephen A. Smith doesn't bring it, and when Max Kellerman doesn't bring it, this is an average show, guys. And I know some of you love First Take, but I prefer watching a bunch of shows over First Take half the time. I know you see crazy clips of Stephen A. Smith screaming, but 95% of the time, it's kind of a subdued show, and Molly takes it out of the great show list. I don't like Molly. Dan Patrick Show. Should I leave it in? I would rather watch Molly talk for an hour. Nah, I maybe listen to this in the background, guys. Dan Patrick Show, really kind of stale, to be honest with you. Not much to like. Other shows just do it better. Nick Wright. I would rather watch Molly talk an hour than watch Nick Wright. I do not like the takes he brings. I do not like the topics he has. He hops around shows, can't find a show of his own. He doesn't have great chemistry, I feel like. He's not a great arguer. The only thing that's going for him is he sometimes is. I like his prediction videos every once in a while, but honestly, if I see Nick Wright in a video, I click away from it. I don't know if that's just me, but I don't like Nick Wright. I would rather watch Molly talk for an hour than watch Nick Wright talk for an hour. Sorry, that's just my opinion. Sports Center, S tier, easy. Sports Center is the absolute go. I would watch Sports Center 100 times out of 100 times if it's on at 9 p.m. or whatever. I would rather watch SportsCenter than some sports, to be honest, and that's saying a lot because I love watching sports. Pat McAfee Show. Is it an S tier show? No. Is it an average show? No, but it's a great show. I love watching the Pat McAfee Show. It's a really lighthearted show. They have honest interviews, nothing scripted, and they're super, super funny guys. The only thing taking them out of the S tier is that their lightheartedness sometimes gets a little out of hand, and they don't, they're not on topic, and their actual sports like debates aren't as, I don't know, they don't give me as much meat and more just kind of fluff. And sometimes they do like a lot of different opinions. And these guys sometimes are just about fun and laugh and games, which is great. But sometimes I do want a really heated debate like First Take brings. But the Pat McAfee Show is more entertaining than First Take 9 times out of 10. Love watching them. These two could be arguably the most debated talk shows. We have Colin Cowherd. This is a great show. This is really heavily debated, but I love Colin Cowherd. He's not an S tier because some of his opinions are just kind of whack, but he's a great show. Skip and Shannon, they're an average show. I like them, but they're not the best. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is the NW Sportscast.